Hello, and welcome to Onstage at the BACP. As always, thank you for choosing to invite us into your home, your office, or wherever you are today. This week, our special guest comes to us from Broken Arrow's ArtsOK. But before I introduce you to her, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the plays that are going to be part of our original short play Zoom event scheduled for 7:30, February the 20th. The shows that are slated in this are dealing with 5 different ways of handling love Corona style. And I've got a little bit of information I'm going to read to you here. So the first one, I don't know if this is the order that they're going to be, but it's Distant for a Purpose by Andrew Smith, directed by Dana Gore. And this one is a couple who have dined only on Zoom for the last year learn deep secrets about each other. This one is rated PG. The next play, I'm Keeping Them by Patricia Wingate, directed by Jeannie Ryman. And this one is a pandemic closet cleaning can be stressful. Just ask Jack and Libby. And there's no rating on this one, so I'm going to guess PG. Palentine's Day by Kelly Childers Friedberg, directed by George Romero. 4 friends meet on Zoom to celebrate their alternative Valentine's Day. This one is rated PG-13 and contains adult themes. The next one, Where Are You, Valerie? By C.W. Bardisher. And this one is directed by Shirley Gilmore. A man in quarantine suspects his wife may not be where she says she is. This one is also rated PG. And the last one, You Had Me at Blockbuster Party by Tim Hudson, directed by Jeffrey Jimenez. Online adversaries meet on Zoom for the first time. They discover they may have more in common than they anticipated. This one is rated PG-13 and also contains adult themes. So, interesting. If this has piqued your interest, you can go and find out how to register here on our Facebook page, or you can go to our website and follow the link to the tickets page. Registration is only $10, and what that means is if you wanted to register for $10 and watch it by yourself, it costs you $10. If you want to register and watch it with 5 friends, it still only costs you $10. That's a pretty good deal. All right, now on with this week's guest. As you know, if you've been watching our onstage interviews, we've invited in some of our fellow nonprofits from the community to tell you their story, what they do, who they are, how the pandemic has affected them, and what their plans are, at least they're hoping for, in 2021. Today's guest, as I said, comes to us from ArtsOK. Please welcome Jennifer Deal.
Welcome to Onstage at the BACP. Tell us a little bit about ArtsOK.
Well, ArtsOK used to be the Broken Arrow Arts Alliance of Broken Arrow, something like that. I can't remember the exact name. And probably about 10 years ago they changed and became, or 6 years ago, or
sometime in the distant past.
they changed and became ArtsOK. They wanted more of a regional kind of an impact rather than just Broken Arrow, although they're still pretty heavy in Broken Arrow. Right. We have quite a few projects that we're involved in every year. We have the Spotlight series that happens at the Broken Arrow PAC. And we have what's called Art After Hours. We generally will have a show in the fall and a show in the spring and feature a local artist or someone kind of in the region. We'll have a big show. People come drink wine, eat food, look at awesome art, hopefully buy some awesome art and support the artist. We have a festival that we do every year. It's called Chalk It Up, and it's a big chalk drawing festival. We coordinate this with the Rose Festival people. It's October 1st and 2nd this coming year. So we really like that event. We also do Tuesdays in the Park, which is a great free concert program that happens in Central Park every Saturday every Tuesday evening
Tuesday,
during
okay, sure.
June. That's why it's called Tuesdays in the Park.
Exactly. Oh, that makes good sense.
Yes.
And that's in the month of June, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
And I think that's pretty much everything that we do.
Okay, well, I noticed you said we generally do, so I'm assuming maybe some of that changed this past year with the pandemic. How did that affect all of your programming?
Wow, it's been pretty crazy. So the Spotlight series, once COVID hit, had to be totally canceled. It's been really, really depressing. It's been hard. People in the arts are really struggling. And we ended up also canceling Tuesdays in the Park. That was just, June was just a month that, we just didn't want to risk it. And so it's kind of put and then we canceled Chalk It Up too.
Yeah.
So we just have had to be really careful.
So fingers crossed we're going to move into 2021. And have you scheduled those events, or are you still kind of on pause for those events?
So Tuesdays in the Park will definitely happen in June.
Okay.
We're because that's an outside event.
Sure.
So it's really, and we can social distance, and so we're really confident about that. Chalk It Up will happen in October 1st and 2nd, so that will be great because that's also an outside event, and hopefully by that time we'll have lots of vaccines and we'll be starting to get to a new normal. The Spotlight series, I don't think it's supposed to start up until maybe January, because that's inside at the PAC.
So like next January?
Yes, so I'm pretty sure we're starting to look at schedules and stuff like that. So you can definitely keep an eye on the website, and as we start to create that schedule, you'll be able to find out what we're doing.
Okay, and Chalk It Up, I understand, also has their own website or Facebook page.
We have a Facebook page.
Okay, great. So there's going to be some options, and of course we're going to put that on here as well. So I know that there's something really big that the ArtsOK is working on, so I want you to tell us about that as well, because it's pretty exciting.
It is. I am hugely, hugely excited about this. We broke ground, and we are beginning to build a creative arts center for Broken Arrow.
Oh my gosh.
This has been in the works for probably a couple of decades at least, and we've just finally been able to find the funding. Thanks so much to ABB Bank and the Kristen Chenoweth Foundation, and then other people both in this area and in the Oklahoma City area that have made this possible. But the building is going up now, and it's supposed to open in the winter of 2022.
So about a year from now, we can start looking forward to that happening. Awesome.
Definitely.
So you say it's a creative arts center. Give me an example or some examples of some of the arts that are going to be included in the building.
Well, I have so many ideas for this place because I'm going to get to be the director, so I'm
yay.
pretty excited. So I'm going to have to kind of pick and choose. So our first three things that we'll really focus on, there'll be a large gallery in the downstairs part of it. I think it's going to be a beautiful space, so we want to feature local artists and maybe some artists from further afield. We want to have events that are happening in that beautiful gallery with lots and lots of windows. We're going to offer classes, and I tell people that I want classes for itty bitty people all the way to old as dirt. Okay? We're just going to offer classes for all ages. We'll have them during the daytime, but I also feel strongly that this needs to be a place for everyone. So we're going to have classes in the evening and on the weekends too. So you can come and draw and paint, you can sculpt, you can do crafts. If you have an idea, send me an email and we'll figure out a way to make it happen.
Okay.
And then we're also, the Kristen Chenoweth Foundation, the chunk of their money has come because they would like us to create a program for at-risk students. And so I have a meeting to talk with some of the people from Broken Arrow Public Schools coming up, and we're going to try to formulate a little bit of a partnership with them. We're going to pull at-risk kids initially probably from Rhodes and from Oakcrest Elementary, and then hopefully grow. It'll be an after-school program that the kids will come in, they'll make some art, we'll have some big projects, do some collaborating. Our goal is to feed them before they leave, and then they will head home.
Awesome. So feed their body and soul.
That is the goal, definitely, body and soul.
Well, those are perfect schools because they're close to the downtown area, so it'll be easily accessible to the kids. So, Wow, that's exciting. I'm excited to see where this goes from. Is there anything else that we need to talk about, or that's a lot. We'll just leave it at that. I'm going to just call it there. Thank you so much for coming by today. I really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing more on your website and learning more about it. But thanks again for coming. We really appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much. We appreciate an opportunity to share what we're doing.
I hope you enjoyed meeting Jennifer, and I hope you enjoyed learning more about ArtsOK. Or maybe this was the first time you ever heard of them. Either way, we hope that you enjoyed this interview. Now, don't forget to go and register for our Zoom event. And we thank you again for inviting us into your home, office, or wherever you are. And we hope you'll see us again next week on stage at the BACP.